Hello and welcome to the last week of Februage. We have the last 6 and 8 prompts, and the first one we're going to start off with is, so for old, I think I'm going to go with this family having a picnic, which I've cut out already, and these are some background options. I saw this one and I was like, oh, well, it's kind of a picnic, so it's like picnic inception if you put these guys in the scene somehow. I'm not sure I love it. I love the idea of it, but I just don't think this particular picture is the nicest. Then I've got this one, which I could have them here. There will be horses running in the foreground, and then this house is being attacked and burning and stuff in the background. It's kind of funny. It's also a little morbid. I'm not sure if I want to go like that with this family or if I want to go more happy, but we'll see. So that's another option. I've got this scene. I like the scale difference in this, so if I nestle them in this crowd of people, the only issue I have with this one is the people will be a nightmare to cut out to like really show the distance. But that is an option. Then I have this one, which again, I really love the scale difference. The only thing here is I'm like, I wonder what else I can add to it because it seems a little bit too blank. And then I thought, what if, I like to resort to fish all the time. So what if I just have some fish floating in here and you're kind of unsure what you're looking at, but it's kind of interesting. And they're blue, so it kind of mimics maybe fish being in the ocean. I don't know. I like that one. I think I like that one the most so far. The next one we have is, I could put them on this road. I do think it looks really cute and pretty, but does it look too safe? Like of course there's a family picnicking in this cute little meadow area. Like, it doesn't seem that unusual. Then, do I want it then? And lastly, I've got this one. So I do like, I'll have to move them over all the way to the edge because the dad's body is cut off. So I have to move them all the way here. So they're having a picnic in the winter, which is like a, what? What are you doing? So I like that, I guess, dissonance in the image. And then there's this eagle flying in. Again, I don't know if this one would require an additional element to it, but so far I like this one and this one the most. And because I'm not sure of this one being finished or not, and I really like the scale of this one and also the addition of the fish, I think we'll go with this one. So all I have to do is cut out the fish, nestle this family in here, and then we'll be good to go. So the next word is vinyl, and these are a few of the materials I've pulled out that could work with vinyl. I know this one isn't vinyl, but it kind of gives a similar vibe. Yeah, I don't have any direction. I don't know which way I'm going to go with this. I might just have to browse through some of my other materials and see if something else inspires me to combine it with vinyl. Okay, so the one that I've been looking at pursuing is this one. And I was just trying to find a background. I found a couple, but nothing really like seems perfect to me, And I still feel like there's something missing. So we could put them in the field, but I feel like something's missing. What are these marks on her head? It's like the ink from the back. I haven't noticed that before. Huh. So anyway, could put them in the field, could put them in this valley thing. Could put her on this mountain ridge. or by this pyramid, or on this exploding piece of wood. But nothing is really like standing out to me, and nothing really feels quite right. So I don't know if I should pursue maybe a different idea with one of these other images that we found. So that's kind of my dilemma. This is where we're at. I actually like, finally, where this is going. So I found a cigarette, and I specifically chose a cigarette that was proportionately too big for her. But anyway, now my dilemma is, do I put her in a background that's all ablaze, you know, kind of connecting the cigarette, and her cavalier, nonchalant facial expression with this forest that's on fire, or do I have her here in the aftermath of a forest fire? I think I like this one better, so I'm gonna do this. Now the next word is tapestry. So this is my rather large supply of images that I thought would kind of reflect tapestry in some way. So I'll just run through them really quick. I've had this spread from a magazine for a long time, and I knew I wanted to do something with it, but I was never sure what. So I thought that would be a good way to use all of these different United States, I don't know, tapestries, I guess. This image I absolutely love. I would love to use this image in some way. And just like these, which are just more texture and prints. Just, I love it. I guess not all of these are tapestry. Let me amend this. So it turns out most of that pile was not tapestry related. And then this one, I thought maybe if I cut out these signs and replace them with tapestries, potentially these ones. They're a little bit bigger, but it might do something. It might do something. Hard to say if I want to go that way. I just really love this image. So I was thinking first off of like cutting out some of these shapes and replacing them with patterns of fabric. I don't know, I just thought that might be cool. But now that I'm mulling it over, I'm sort of seeing that that wouldn't be enough. Plus I also have this that I would have to cover up some way because I really want to keep the neighbor in shot. So I'd have to like, I don't know, maybe I could put a pile of fabric. I don't know. Now I don't know, guys. The next word I need to work on is lost. And these are some of the images that I have come up with for Lost. I really wanted to put this waterfall in this cathedral, but I'm not sure if it'll be the best fit for the word lost. Got these two people in a jungle and they got their binoculars out, so they look like they could be lost. And then this idea came to me. I was wondering if I cut out the water of this bathtub and put her in it, in this galaxy water type situation. That could kind of be cool. I think I want to see what this idea looks like, so I'm going to pursue this one first. Well, it's not going exactly as I had hoped because the background image is just a little bit too small to fill the water space. Otherwise, I think it looks pretty cool, but I don't think this idea is going to work for the word lost. So the next word is drawing, and I don't have a lot of options, but I have like this, which is obviously illustrated, and then I have this one, which is clearly sketched out. But I think I want to go with this one. I think I want to cut her out with her easel and her chair. I'm not sure how much of this I will cut out. And then I want to put her in a landscape, and then maybe cut out the actual painting and put something else in the painting. I think that could be interesting. So I want to start by cutting this out. Well, the tricky thing with this one is seeming to be that it can basically go on any background and look pretty cool. So that's going to be the issue this time around. This, I thought it was pretty neat that the rainbow would fit perfectly coming out of this vase. This one could just be part of the background, and I might put something on top or something in the sky or something. This one I really love. This is like the top contender for me, I think. This is a very colorful mountainscape, and then more of a muted space, monochrome space image. I think that's all I got here. So I do like this one too. If I could think of some kind of interesting color element to add, that could really look cool. But I still don't know if this reads as space or if it's just black and she's on a gray floor, you know, I don't know. But I really love this. I love that the scale is wildly wrong. And so I just don't know what else I would add to either of these. The next word is suitcase, and I've got a couple of images stored up here. So this one, I really like this dog, he's really cute. Some vintage ones. I thought I had another one, and this one. My thought is to try this idea that I've had for a while. And as you can see, sometimes I write my ideas on the piece so that I don't forget. So what if we bring this back in, cut her out, and have her sitting there? I think that could look super cool. Let's cut her out. The next word is doubt, and I really want to use this unicorn because obviously unicorns aren't real, but just the vibe of it kind of feels like doubt. And then I've got this beautiful pink background, which I think would be really pretty. And then I have this, which I was wondering if I could cut out and put behind the horn. And then I also have crossing your fingers, because I mean, it just fits the vibe of doubt, right? Like when you're hoping for something, you don't know, you're doubting, I don't know, cross your fingers. And then I also have some of these which match the color scheme and also, I don't know, feel magical. So I don't know how I could work this. I ripped it, so I had to like fix it up. But I don't know if this will all come together or not. So let's see. What do we think about this? Let me know in the comments if you like it, if you would change something about it. Try a few different ideas. Let me know what you think. And the last word we have is crown. So here are some of the pieces that I've pulled for the word crown. Let's see if we can work with anything. With this, I was thinking of just like cutting this out because it kind of has the shape of a crown, like a really ornate old-timey crown. What is on here? I have a castle, so you know, crown definitely makes me think of castle. This again was another shape that looked like could be a crown. What else? Oh yes, we have this girl, the paper bag princess illustration, which I really love. I've wanted to use this in collage for a while, but I'm not really sure how to use it yet, so I just have it here as an option. What is this? Oh yes, and then we're back to this blue castle. If you remember from, was it week 1 of Februage? I looked at using this castle in that collage, but I opted to use something else, so now we can potentially use it in this one. I could put a crown, or I don't know, a crown-like shape. I could stick it right on the castle there. What else? Nothing else really comes to mind with this one. I mean, I could wedge the castle behind her and like within his neck there. Could wedge this castle there, but I'm not really sure why I would do that. I don't really know what kind of story that's telling. So, nothing concrete here once again. This last week, I think I usually find the last week of Februage really, I don't know. I'm burnt out, I don't have any ideas, I'm not inspired. So that is why this video is going to be over a month late, because I've been wrestling with ideas on how to complete these different words. But let's see if I can find anything else that could work for crown. So I have an idea. You know how sometimes when you see collages, they have a face, but the eyes have been cut out from a different face, or the mouth has been cut out from a different face? I've never actually done one of those faces, and I feel like maybe it's like a rite of passage for collage artists to do something like that. So I was thinking, maybe if I did a face, a funky face, and then put like flowers, like a crown of flowers on her head. It's probably going to be a girl, but on her head. What about that? So this is where we're at. I kind of actually like it. It's looking funny, funky. I have a few backgrounds that I could put her on if I decided to like cut her out. Now this part is where I'm getting a little stumped on which direction to go. So I thought the pink worked nicely with the lips. The purple is a very royal color and the crown has purple in it. Black and white maybe. I feel like these people will just barely peek out, so maybe like these are her subjects that she rules over. This one, I just thought because of the green and she's wearing green, and I could cut all these little, whatever these are, stalagmites. I don't know if it's a stalagmite, if it's not in a cave, but yeah, and then slip her there. I could do this one, I thought, because the green on the bottom and the blue, and there's blue gems, kind of might work. And then this one just seems like regal, like, so if I put her in there it might be her castle or something. I'm not sure. At this point, I really like it on the original background, but I don't know if I'm not doing enough then with this, you know? So that is where I'm stumped. What would you guys do? Would you guys put it on one of these backgrounds? And if so, which one caught your eye? Let me know in the comments below. Because once I cut her out, then I have to commit to one of these backgrounds, right? Like I can't go back to this. So yeah, maybe I will attach these pieces on and then see if it looks finished or not. You guys want to see what I finally created for the last week of Februage 2025? For the first one, old, we have this. I like this one. I don't know if I love it. I'm close to loving it, but I'm in the middle. So yeah, I do like it. The vintage paper with this really ambiguous background. And then some dinosaurs. Kind of fun, kind of different. Then we have vinyl. And for vinyl, we have this lady who's having a cigarette, listening to some vinyl, and the forest behind her is ablaze. So, interesting. Is there some commentary here? I don't know. I just thought it looked like a bit of an oxymoron that she's smoking by a fire, by an out of control fire. So yeah, I don't know. I like this one. This one I like. Tapestry. I saw this image of these two ladies having a chit chat over the fence as their laundry is hanging to dry, and I made it into colored textures because I wanted the tapestry effect. Like, yes, these could all just be blankets or towels or whatever, not necessarily tapestry, but it gives the same feeling. So I like this one. For some reason, I haven't gotten to love yet for this one, but I do really like it. The next one was Lost, and I came up with this one. It was more of a lost, the word lost got me to this collage. This collage doesn't necessarily say lost. I mean, you could say that these two people are lost in the woods and they found this weird scene. But I like this one. I had this idea as soon as I saw this background and this waterfall. I was like, that could work. And I do think it does work. So I like it. The next word is drawing, and this is what I came up with. It's very, very simple. It's kind of a bit of an Inception one where this image is a drawing, but she's also drawing or painting, whatever you want. So I do really like that aspect of it. I've got the rainbow coming out of this pot here, and she's painting something rainbow in her black and white little life. So I like it. I wasn't sure if it was too simple, but at the same time, if I had something up here, I just feel like you're not going to read what's going on here as well. So I think I'm going to leave it. The next word is suitcase, and I came up with this one, and this one I really love. I do have this rocket just taped with some washi tape because I don't know if I absolutely love this rocket. I want her to be holding something, and probably something spacey related. I was hoping for a missile, but I couldn't find any pictures of a missile that would work in her hand. So we'll see if I find anything better. But for now, she'll be holding the rocket, and I really like this one as well. I think it's a lot of fun. The next one is doubt, and I wanted to do something magical and mystical, just because that's what doubt kind of leads me to, like the unrealistic, I guess, the doubt, I don't know. I mean, probably interpreting it in a different way than what most people would interpret doubt, but I really like how this one turned out. It isn't a favorite, but at the same time, I do love the magical vibes of it. Like, there's the moon and some flowers and this, like, everything is so color cohesive, and there's this unicorn and something's coming out of its horn, and I don't know. It's a lot of fun. I like it. And lastly, we have crown, and I wanted to do my attempt at one of these like cutout faces. I think it's kind of fun. I tucked the eyes like within the face so that it kind of, because I felt like without these two were running into each other and you couldn't really see that there was a nose. So I really wanted to show the nose. And then I just made this, whatever this is, into her crown. So yeah. Once again, I'm gonna go through and figure out what my favorite is from the week. I do think it might be this one, so let's see what else we have. Oh yeah, I do really like this one as well. I think these two will be my favorites. So let me know which one you would have picked as your favorite. Have you ever done a collage before like this? Like a more of a surrealism type magazine collage? And also, have you ever done a collage like this, where you cut out different features from different faces and put it all together? I would like to explore this a little bit more, because this was my first time doing a collage like this. So yeah, I definitely would like to explore this trend, I guess, a bit more. But these two will be my favorites. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is so late. Like over a month late to be finishing off February 2025, but I appreciate your patience. I really struggled with inspiration, so we got here in the end, and I'm glad to have finished February. Yeah, let me know if any of this ever inspires you. I'd really like to know if you guys start playing around with collage. That would be fun. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a lovely day, and I will see you in whatever comes next. Bye!